All right, so my first question about Project Indigo is what are the benefits of sharing personal information with the government?
One benefit of sharing personal information with the government and banks is that they need that information to be able to help us with other things like credit and buying a house and things of that nature.
Okay, that makes sense. Next question. How do we know the banks would use our personal information for good?
There's a certain amount of trust you have to have in the government and banking, but if they were to sell our information, it would benefit them in the short run, but it would come around and bite them in the behind in the long run because people would find out about it and it would become a big deal and it would hurt their business.
That makes sense because Facebook a couple years ago, they like sold their information to like Russia, and then for the short run, like they gained money from Russia, but in the long run, it hurt their stocks because everyone like hated them. So
Right.
that makes sense.
hmm
So let's just say like we agree to Project Indigo, and someone hacks into the banks, then what?
Um, if someone hacked into the banks, they would try to do their best to prevent that. But if it happened, they would try to reimburse the people of any of their losings. If they lost money or if they got hacked, they'd try to give it back in some way.
That's good. That makes sense. My next question: are they requiring every bank to share their private information, both big and small? So like private banks or like big corporation banks, so like are they requiring both of them to do it?
Yes, for the most part, all the banks require the same information because even if they're a small business, they still need most of your information uh, for like credit and whatnot.
So I guess like it would be good to have both or all types of banks just on the same page, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. For smaller banks, there's definitely less information that you'd have to give them, but it's still, for the most part, basically the same.
Okay, my last question: how can we keep the investors/customers of those banks safe from